And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get Granny to come over here. Oh god, she's right there. Okay. Uh-oh. Yep, just like that. Hello, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now, last video we have finished Slendrina with Slendrina X, and now it's time to begin the sequel to the Slendrina series, which is the Granny trilogy of games. Every ending of the Granny games will be, not ending, well, every escape of the Granny games will be its own video, which means in this video we'll be targeting the front door escape. So let's just get right on into it. I know I play a hard mode, but just for the sake of the video, normal mode, turn off extra locks. Ooh, hello. Man, we're gonna keep darker mode because I actually like how the game looks with the darker mode on. Because I feel like when the game is bright and you can see everything, it kind of ruins the atmosphere of the game. I like the more spooky atmosphere when everything's darker. So, yeah. We also got different things as well. There's Nightmare, Halloween, and Christmas. We might play those during when those holidays come around. Anyway, let's just get on into it. Press continue, and let's read this. Tip: be quiet, she hears everything. Keep in mind that if you drop objects on the floor, it creates sounds. Press and hold the remove button and free yourself from bear traps. Hide under beds or cabinets. You have 5 days. Use headphones for best experience. And go over here, it says, get out of here. You only have 5 days. All you need is in the house and be quiet. She hears everything and Granny is crazy. Good luck. Day 1. Alright. Spooky atmosphere. It's got that iconic developer low quality model stuff going on. Oh, there's Granny. So what we do if we see her there is we just make our way down to the basement. Just like so. And she's over there just laughing to herself. Don't know what's so funny or why she's laughing. We have a shotgun part. And actually, what we're gonna do before we put the shotgun part over there is we can actually trap Granny in this sauna by dropping an object in there. And then she's gonna go investigate that. So we just wait by this door until she comes down. There we go. Granny's now trapped in the sauna. And what that does is it will knock her out, which we will see pretty soon, because it'll show a little message. Granny's now gone for about 1 minute. So there are plenty of ways to take out Granny for a few minutes in this game. There's shotgun, tranquilizer dart, and of course the sauna. The best way though is the tranquilizer dart, as it has many uses. And look at that, we have another shotgun part. Alright, wheel crank is over there. We're gonna need that, I think. Another thing about this game is the items spawn in different locations. It's based off of 5 different presets. So if you think the items are randomized, they're not really randomized, as there's no seeds. but mainly it's in a different spot depending on which of the 5 presets you're playing on. On this preset, you've seen the items in these spots, but in different presets, those items may not be in the same spots, and might be in different spots. So we've got this wheel crank here. I think Granny is already back. Yeah, that laugh basically confirmed it. So what we can do is we can take her out in the sauna again, and then we should be free to explore the upper parts of the house for a minute before she comes back. So just gonna wait for her to come to the sauna over here. Alright. Now that should do it. And what we're gonna do with this wheel crank is we're actually just gonna throw it right here to where his trapdoor is. And feel free to go some of the stuff up here. And there should be a book somewhere right here. While we're at it, we're also gonna check the kitchen. Alright, that's the last shotgun part. So that is. Oh, this right here. We got the padlock code. So that will just go over here. We can just drop that. Now what we're going to do with this book is we're going to go up to the bedrooms over here. We're going to pull this lever. And we see Angeline is right here. This is actually the same book from Slendrina. As you see, these are screenshots from Slendrina X. Put that there. Angeline should drop down. Alright. Now we have cutting pliers. Now what that book did is Angeline is pretty much crawling right now. We can hear her growling. And she will eventually drop a key. We're just gonna put Granny back in the sauna real quick. But we should hear a dropping noise. Like a little tiny metallic dropping noise. And that's when we know Angeline has dropped the key that we need. Oh god. So Angeline has just dropped the key. And it alerted Granny. But we could just drop that again over here. And trap her in the sauna. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to come over here. Knock this down. Cutting pliers. And then we see one of these is not glowing green. Cutting pliers again. And that's that. But we're not doing the cutting pliers just yet. As we're going to need them in the attic area over here. So I'm going to drop these here. Break this floor. Careful not to fall down there. And then we go to the bathroom. Nothing in the bathroom. Sometimes there'll be a car key that spawns in there. But now we have the spider key. Not spider, the special key. The spider key is actually what Angeline dropped on the floor right here. At the end of the video, I might show a clip of what it looks like when Angeline is crawling. The reason I didn't stay around long enough to watch it is because Granny was probably on the verge of spawning back again. And I didn't want to get caught by her. Alright, we're going to actually grab the spider key now. What are we going to do? Oh, Granny. Alright. Because you can use it to open this trapdoor right here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to get Granny to come over here. Oh god, she's right there. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. I'm gonna trigger that tripwire. Grace should come over here. She's trying to open the door so that she can investigate that. Alright. And then while she's doing that, we're gonna grab the shotgun part. And since we already collected 2 shotgun parts, this will actually complete the shotgun that we have going on right here. Gonna collect some ammo.
I see you.
There's the shotgun right here. Right for Granny to be right about here. And then we're gonna blast her away. Kaboom! Just like that. And she's down. We're gonna collect another thing. As there's 3 different things we have to shoot with this shotgun. Or if you have found already a weapon key, you could do the same thing with the crossbow and tranquilizers. First thing we shoot down is the screwdriver right here. Collect this bullet. And we're gonna go up in the attic. Alright, now we're up in the attic. We're gonna go where we use this special key, and then we're gonna come up here. You see a red button right here. If we look closely, we could see a ginormous spider inside this cage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna aim perfectly. I'm gonna shoot that close. Granny might be alerted to that, so let's grab another bullet just in case. It's just a wrench, we're gonna need that. Another alternative we could do is we could place a piece of meat on this plate. Spider comes out, so we can safely pass right here, collect whatever's in this cupboard. The spider will attack us and take up one of our days if it catches us. So we have to try to not let that happen. So I'm just gonna wait for the Granny to come by over here. I might actually be able to shoot her. Through here. Yep, just like that. But now what we can do now is we're gonna go back to this little area right here. And we're gonna see if there's anything useful in there. Nothing useful in there. But if we do see something that we need, we can shoot that and that will open up. But since we don't need to, that means we are safe with a loaded shotgun. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna grab the screwdriver that dropped over here. We're gonna come over here. Just a recipe padlock key. We don't need that for this this escape. So actually, what we're about to do is we're gonna alert Granny over to our position. If she's back already. I don't think a full minute passed though.
Do you want to play hide and seek?
Well, if I'm the secret Granny. Just like that. Alright, now we're gonna take our screwdriver. Wherever we left that. I think it might have rolled away somewhere. Right here. And then Granny move. I'm gonna get the screwdriver down here. And the wheel crank. And look around for a number. There'll be a white house somewhere that it says 1 or 2 on it. So I think maybe it might be in the sewer where we're currently headed. Drop that right there to get Granny into that location. No, Granny, I'm not here. You want the gas can that I dropped. Not me. Alright, so we're gonna drop down here. And then take we're gonna drop the screwdriver first. Or actually the wheel crank, maybe. It doesn't matter which one. Sometimes there'll be an item over here. In this case, I have a cogwheel. And we'll see what that's used for in just a bit. So let's take this cogwheel or trap it down there. Take the screwdriver, drop it right here, and then lastly, our wheel crank, and we're going to take it with us. Now, we have to be careful as Angeline is in the sewer with us, but she's not the same Angeline. We've counted multiple times. This time, well, actually, she is the same Angeline. This time she's in a different form, so we might actually see her in a second if she sees us, and we have to go into a crawl space and hide. Alright, number 2. That's the tile we need. And I'll show you guys why that tile matters. Okay, Angeline has spotted us, and if you look, that is Angeline's head on a giant spider body. So, something happened with her in Nosferatu's castle. Something with that book that Slendrina's soul is in turned her into a giant spider with a human head. We take this watermelon, and we're going to place it right here. Right. I'll show you what to do with that watermelon as well as the cogwheel. Before I take the screwdriver, just gonna make a run for it. Enter this elevator. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna see 2 boxes. One of them has a 1, and one of them has a 2. And now the reason we needed to find that tile that had the number on it is because it tells us what box we need to open. So the tile we found had a 2 on it, which means to open this one, and we have a winch handle. So now we can just go down here. Angeline might be, yeah. So we're just gonna wait for her to go away, and then we can continue on with what we have to do. I can hear her walking away. Oh god, she's right there. Alright, abstract. Oh, never mind. Alright, now we're gonna take a screwdriver. I'll show you what to do with this. I'm gonna come around over here, duck down, and we're gonna need the screwdriver to open this up. And then we get the padlock key, which is one of the keys we actually need for the front door escape. Now, there is another area, but I think in this preset it's just a piece of meat that we need to use for the spider, but we don't need it because we already shot the spider cage closed. I'm going to take the switch handle as well. Now what I'm going to do is quickly enter here, do a sauna trick, and we can actually hear Granny coming down here since she was already really close by at first. Close that up, and we're going to take this winch handle, drop that over here, And actually, before we do anything else, we actually want to grab our padlock key that we picked up right here. And unlock this. We're going to take our melon, drop that here, then we're going to take our playhouse key, not playhouse key, cogwheel. That's the playhouse key, and I'm going to show you why I said that, because it is going to be used for the playhouse that is outside in Granny's backyard. So we're going to come up this way. Draw this to the playhouse that we can't get into yet because we do not have a playhouse key just yet. And next I'm going to grab our melon. Do that. Oh, playhouse key. Oh, Granny's actually coming. So we're just gonna lure her to this location right here, just to buy us some time. But we actually got the playhouse key, and now we're gonna use this winch handle to pull up the bucket that's in this well. And if I'm correct, in this preset, it will be the hammer, which is one of the other things that we need for the front door escape.
Hide and seek.
No, I don't. Alright, she's gonna be alerted to this location. Alright, that should do that. Shoot her. I almost died there. So that would not have been good. And I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our hammer. Uh-oh. Do that, take a plank, place it there. Alright, let's see what's in here. Cogwheel. Alright, I think we need that. I think there's just gonna be a safe key in there. Which actually we might need that. Grab our pliers there, grab our hammer again. Do that. So now we have our safe key. I think if we use that cogwheel in the playhouse, I think we might just get a weapon key, which we don't need at this point. So instead I'm going to drop the key here. This safe key should open up the safe to a car key, and the car key should open up the back trunk of the car for the master key. Just the last thing that we need for the front door escape. Car key. Master key. Alright. So now we got the master key.
Where are you?
Almost just died there. Alright. Wait for her to come down here. We're gonna lock her in the sauna one last time. And before we escape, we are going to... This is for a secret ending. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but to get a secret ending for the front door escape, we are actually going to come over here. Grab this teddy bear. Now, if you guys remember this teddy bear, there's actually Slendrina's teddy bear from Slendrina the school. And if you guys hear, when I'm holding the teddy bear, you hear a heartbeat. And what the heartbeat does is basically, when you pick up the teddy bear, Granny's eyes will glow red, and she'll automatically know where you are, and she'll be alerted of your location 24/7. So what we're going to do is we drop this in this crib right here. We should see a familiar face, and it's Slendrina herself. So now that we've got that, we should be able to pick up the master key now, and then escape Granny's house. There we go. And the ending is Granny with the teddy bear. And then Slendrina is right there. The end. Alright, so now I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I didn't show before, such as what happens when you don't get the teddy bear into the crib before leaving through the front door, and what it looks like when we use the book on Angelina and she drops the spider key. So I'll be right back when I find that book. After we get smacked by Granny. Alright, so the book is right here. Granny's not gone for a minute. So, like normal, we're going to take the book up here. Also, I feel like the Granny one videos would be more like a tutorial, since she wasn't really good at these games. Now, if you exit the room, go back in. Yes, Angelina is now crawling. So we're gonna hide under the bed so we can watch this. So Angelina should crawl all the way over here, and that's when she drops the spider key and disappears. Alright, Granny's right there. And while she's chasing me, I'm just gonna go ahead and just use the spider key. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys what the ending looks like if we don't pick up the teddy bear, put it in the crib. So let's pick up our master key. I'm just gonna leave. Spooky little jump scare. So anyway, guys, that concludes this video. That was the front door escape in Granny 1. We still have 2 more escapes to go in this game before we move on to Granny Chapter 2. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to see more Granny stuff, please like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you want to, come join my Discord server, link down below. And yeah, I think I was planning on, after I finish this series, I could start a new playlist where I just do a bunch of Granny challenges, like Extreme Mode, Hard Mode, Extreme Nightmare, all the other good stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to see some of that too, like I said, like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and maybe I'll start it. I'll start it no matter what, if you do or not, because I really want to do some Granny challenges on the channel. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.